You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Snap, the kick, it's been blocked again! Oh my! It's been blocked again! He's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone! It's a touchdown! And the Gators have won the game! Corry Cleveland! Oh my! I can't believe what I just saw! Dropping back to throw, pops and fires the ball over the middle. It's Corry! It's Corry! Got a touchdown! Corry's got a touchdown! Oh man! Corry's got a touchdown! Hands it off to Harvin. He comes back. Say goodbye.
Ahmad Black, in his final game as a Gator, takes it all the way home and sends Urban out a winner.
You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Stadium Miguel. It's your boy Corry.
It's Dan.
Delatorre.
And your boy Jay Scott 25. What it do, y'all boys?
What up, 2-5?
Yes, sir.
What it do, baby? I like that hat, Jordan.
Yeah, it's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah, I got too big of a dome to wear it, but I like it.
What would you look like in a dad hat, Dan? Like a yarmulke?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. I have to get a great grandfather hat. You know what I mean?
Yo, Dan get at least one like hair and head shot pause like an episode, bro. You do for at least one.
It's nuts, you know.
Yeah,
put myself out there.
The yarmulke is crazy though.
But let's start before our weekends. Dan, congratulations.
Thank you.
We can't see it because of the beautiful filter, but you can grab it for us, show the fans. Our very own 40 under 40 for the University of Florida, Mr. Daniel Thompson.
Yeah, I got a little James Bates back
I said like some Basie art there.
Yeah, no, really, really cool honor. Yeah, it's awesome. I was up in Gainesville on Thursday for the honor, and it was the kickoff to. They're doing something called Alumni Weekend now in Gainesville, where they're honoring like the 10s, like the graduation. So like this one was class of like 2016, 2006, 96. But this kind of kicked everything off. So got up there Thursday, and again, just a really special group of people, and I felt very honored and very undeserving at times to be amongst some of the people that were there.
Oh, don't say that.
What?
You said undeserving? Don't say that, man.
No. At times you feel, because like there's some people that are doing like unbelievable things, and they're using words in the medical profession that I understand that that's a word, but I don't even understand the tenor of where you're going with it. But it was a really cool honor to be there. Congratulations to all the honorees. A couple people that are listeners to the show that came up and said hello, but got to hang out and had the honor got the opportunity to hang out with Brandon Spikes, and that was a lot of fun. He's going to come on the show soon. We're working on that. Ben Chase, Alan Thompson from Stingray Media. Nick, I know that you know Alan quite well. So again, a really cool group of people to be up there, and that was one of those things that's just kind of a surreal moment. And humbling for me and for all of the people there. So a really cool experience to be up there, and got the chance to meet some people that I wouldn't normally interact with, and people that are of a variety of different ages that you would have never crossed paths with at the University of Florida. So a great connection. And, you know, I've not really told the story to a lot of people. I didn't want to go to UF. And so I kind of begrudgingly went there, and to see where that went and how life turned out for a variety of different changes was really cool to receive that honor, and proud alumnus of the University of Florida. So a big part of it, I think, has to do with this podcast. So I appreciate y'all boys. And one of the things that we haven't done, we've skipped the last 3 weeks, is like, we've been doing this for 7 years now. Corry and I, and then Nick, I know you joined, 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago now. And Jordan, you joined 2 years ago. So it's been a really awesome run with you boys and millions and millions and millions of listeners over the years. So thank you, everybody, for supporting. But enough about me. I get
No, dude, you the rooms you're in, you deserve to be in. You're supposed to be in them, brother. I'm a firm believer of that, man. So a lot of big words and a lot of things being thrown around. But if you're in the room, trust me, believe you're supposed to be there. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate that. But after that, say what?
Couple questions.
Yeah.
Hong Kong Andy threads, yes or no for the event?
Hong Kong Andy threads for the event. That's right.
Of course.
Jacket and pants.
Did Midtown smell your cologne?
No. So after the event,
Old and
so I
washed.
got a funny story. So like they call fundraising at the university now advancement, right? So they try to get your money, right? They're like, oh, you're up there, let's meet, talk, whatever. So I was supposed to meet with somebody from advancement, and I sent her a text because I was with Ben and Alan. We're like, hey, do you want to go over to Salty Dog, the dog as we called it, and we tried to go, and everything's closed. It's in between summer A and summer B, so they didn't open until like 4. So we bounced around a bunch of different places. Cantina's closed all week. I'm like, Zika, what do you got going on here? So we ended up going to the Swamp Restaurant. I had to text the lady from advancement. I'm like, hey, a work thing came up. She's not listening to the show, I hope. So we went to Swamp instead. We're going to meet this week. But then we had the awards or reception banquet thing. And then we went out to eat at Oak, met up with Chase, and then we ended up at Salty Dog to end the night. So a little bit later than I wanted because we had to be up real early to go over to Steenhatchee for scallops, but I wouldn't trade a night like that for anything.
Corey wouldn't know anything about scallops and Steenhatchee, unfortunately.
Yep, you wouldn't.
Yeah, man. People were tagging. Dan tagged me in it too, bro. He just like tagged me in it. Yeah, it's just like this guy. But I did do some. I did some fishing myself this week. I went on the pier. Didn't catch anything significant, but I got a little cousin in town from Mississippi. Want to show him what a good beach look like. He lives in Biloxi. He don't know what a good beach look like, so we show him what a real beach look like in Palm Beach. Just been doing a little dad sitting, but it's hot out there too. Like I don't know if the scalloping, my back on the top of the water floating. I don't know if that's the vibes right now, bro. Next year,
back of my neck is burnt.
I'm gonna mark down the weekend. I'm just gonna meet y'all out there. I'm just gonna pop up.
Saints, you should say weekend every year. So
yeah, no, well, mark it down. I'm just gonna pop up. Hey, what's up, bro?
He's here, so might as well. But if you are into scalloping, up in Steenhatchee, the season opens in like Crystal River and Homosassa, I think, in a week or a few days. They're plentiful. So if you're into that thing, like if you're into scalloping, like it's a good year for scallops.
Okay. I never even knew somebody that went scalloping before, so y'all just put me on. So I may be scalloping.
Me neither before this show.
Yeah, right. I didn't even really know about it until I moved here, and people are like, "Oh, have you ever been scalloping?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
no, I don't even know what it is." So I went for the first time, maybe 10 years ago, and then now my uncle, he has a house in Steenhatchee that we go to. So we've been doing this trip probably the last 7 years or so. But it's fun, man. You just go and you snorkel for 3-4 hours, and you go do a little Easter egg hunt for scallops.
Put music on, you drink some beer, and you snorkel.
No, we don't do that, Nick. The music's off, and there's no beer. So it's a little bit different, but I'm never going to criticize a single thing about time with my family and a trip. But
grown up activities with no vices don't sound like a good time, brother. Yeah. 3-4 hours is just no music, no vibes, no vices.
You're out there for more than 3-4 hours, probably. Too.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, for the love of the game. That's it. I'm not going to complain. There's a thing or two that I would do different, but
okay.
It's not my boat, not my trip.
You're rolling with the punches. I got it. You're rolling with the punches. You're abiding by house rules. I got it.
Yeah,
I'm with you when you're right.
Gotcha.
I mean, I was putting on some boat river music on the way out and the way in, not when you're out scalloping. And then we were playing.
I mean, you're not going to scare the scallops away with music and or a seltzer on the boat.
Again, there's things that I would do different but No,
Great.
I have zero criticism. My parents are listening to the show. This was a great vacation, great trip. I appreciate you guys. But
Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, Dan
when
would
we
like
do
to be
this,
ripping
when
shots
we do
of
the
tequila
Stadium and Gale
as
scalloping
we
trip,
push off.
we can put on some music while
He wants to
scalloping.
fill the scallop with tequila and take the shot from the scallop.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Again, different trip.
That's how
Yeah.
I like it.
Different
Yeah.
trip. That's Captain Dan's trip, not Passenger Dan.
That's right. Oh man, how was y'all boys' weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend, man. I was down in Miami. Got to get 2 birds with 1 stone. I did a little bit of work stuff, and as well as got to hang out one of my boys for his birthday. So good weekend. Got to spend a little day or 2, and shit, can't complain when you're in Miami, right? So
Unless you're driving in traffic, bro.
that too. And luckily, I got to just sit in the Airbnb when it was traffic time. I just
Bro, that World Cup traffic is ungodly, boy.
I
I
saw.
keep
Trust
forgetting
me,
that they're playing down there.
I wanted to go to Benihana one night, and I'm like, bro, it's 6 miles away, 48 minutes. I'm like,
Yes, sir.
I think I'll pass on the hibachi tonight. Let's see what else is around here.
Hey Jordan, did you know that Steve Aoki is the son of the guy that brought Benihana to America?
No, I can't lie.
That's
Benihana's my jam, though. I don't really
that's
like
a
any
fun
other
little-
hibachi.
Fun
Like,
little
I'm not
fun
even a
fact for you
Saitos fan,
guys.
or however you said. I'm strictly Benihana.
I just got myself a Blackstone, Jordan. So if you ever find yourself in the St. Pete area, I can be the chef.
Danny
might hold-
Hanna.
I might hold you
Danny
to that.
Hanna,
That
that's
Blackstone
right.
don't play, though. I like the Blackstone.
Watch out. Corey's been waiting for an invitation for scalloping. This sounds like we'll see you when we'll see you never on the
trip.
Benihana.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like an invite that never happens, man.
We can get the scallops and put them on and Danny Hanna it up.
Ooh,
That's
wow.
jealous at Benihana too. Now you never
Man.
lied.
He's bringing another
The
level.
easiest part is getting the Blackstone. The hard part is being the Asian chef. Have you ever went to Benihana's or Saitos and got like a white guy or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a
You
Throw
few
the
of them
vibes on.
I've had about
Throw the
every
vibes.
kind there is at this point.
Throw the vibes on. Be like, yo,
Howdy,
like,
partner.
somebody give me somebody from our
Howdy,
bag, man. I
partner.
need authenticity, man.
Oh man, I still remember you
All right,
talking
Tom.
about your. I think it was a tweet or it might have been a podcast about the hibachi chefs just waiting in the back like it's a strip club,
Oh,
waiting to be called.
I did. This is the first year my son didn't go to. He do Saitos every year for his birthday. This is the first year I usually revisit that tweet every year, but it's the first year he grown out of it. I guess we went to eat. He went to a breakfast spot this year. Anywho, but yeah, it's a tweet that says, "Do the hibachi chefs wait in the back like strippers at the strip club?"
Corey's looking like Stefan
Oh
Marbury.
man,
it's,
that's
I
racist.
think it's the clean shaven. It would throw me off too when you first.
It threw me
popped
off
up.
when he
Racist, bro.
came on camera.
I don't look like him at all. I don't look like Stephon Marbury at all, bro.
Oh,
I do think it's a clean shave. Yeah, it's a clean
Yeah,
shave.
it's
in
the
the
clean
bar.
shave for me.
Yeah,
The clean
I
shave
didn't
definitely
connect you to Starberry, but the clean shave threw me off.
It threw a lot of people off this week.
I saw an old, I can't remember what it was. Someone, I think Spence tweeted a picture. He was going down Memory Road with Jerk and Jerky, and I think he tweeted a picture of y'all, and this is before you lost weight, before you went vegan, and the beard was like a mini Rick Ross.
Yeah,
It had some volume to it.
yeah. It's too high for that. I had to. I melted this weekend and shaved the little beard I had. I was like, man, I don't even want no hair. Like just eyebrows. That's all I need, bro. It's too hot, man.
Oh man! Well, this is gonna be a fun show today. I have no doubt about it. No guests this week. We're gonna break down a little bit about the coaching staff. We're gonna break down the QB room a little bit. We're gonna talk some kind of news around the Florida athletic program first, and then we'll get into the rest of that stuff. But before we do that, let's get a quick couple ad reads in, and then we will get on with the show.
Stadium Miguel is powered by the great folks at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you need insured, from the Panhandle to the Keys, my man Greg is the best in the business and can save you some bread. If you're looking to save some money, change insurance carriers for life insurance, car, if you have a mobile trailer, home, ATV, anything with wheels, he can save you some money. I'm sure of it. Give him a call at 954-589-2204 or visit him at bruntinsurance.com from the Panhandle to the Keys or anywhere in the Southeast. If you're not in Florida in the Southeast, he can take care of you as well. And I'm a customer of his myself. So tap in with my guy Greg over at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services.
Greg, what it do, baby?
And then one time for our friends over the Dykesburg and Lewis Law Group. These guys used to work for the insurance company. Now they work to protect you from the pesky insurance folks that don't want to protect you from hurricane damage, storm damage, water damage, pipe leaks, property and casualty, whatever it might be. This is the group of guys that's going to be there to protect you. Based out of St. Petersburg, Florida. They do represent the entire state of Florida. So give them a call at 727-258-0043 or visit them at dykesburglaw.com. Again, that's the Dykesburg and Lewis Law Group, 727-258-0043. We got a couple comments here. If you are watching on Twitter or X, please hit the share button. Let your friends know that you're watching. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. IW Jake says Corry looks like he's 25, or he might look like Seal. He can't decide which one.
Seal.
Wow.
Come on now. Now you calling me ugly, bro. That's
Bro, the chat is just calling you any black man.
Boys on fire
any bald black
today.
man.
Seal? Nah, Seal is disrespectful, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Still
got
just
the-
literally bottom barrel ugly. I would have let you know.
But he did marry
That
Holly
was
Clinton for a long time, so it's not too
look like
bad.
Seal. Anybody bald, y'all just gonna say I look like it at this
Yeah.
point, bro.
Yeah. Be ready for all strays.
Have you seen Seal's skin? It might be the skin of an actual seal. Like, I don't know, bro.
Denzel Washington.
No, he's not
What are we
bald.
doing? Now
Not
we're
bald.
getting
Not
racist.
bald.
All right.
Not bald.
But we did say, Corey, the streets need the Flow Factory content. And I'm sure.
Tired, brother. I'm
He's
exhausted.
tired.
I
He's got a
got too
lot
much
going
going on, man. I just got too much. I want to, but I got too much going on. Maybe when things settle down, I'll get back into that bag. But managing players, it sounds fun, but these boys got a lot going on. It's like babysitting sometimes.
We got some backtracking. 90s Seal was fire. All right.
Yeah, complexion was there in the 90s. Same thing.
I've got my Game Time Sidekicks cup that's baseball related. So let's talk a little bit about that one first. The Gators it's not been officially announced, but the news has been broken. So about a week and a half ago, the Gators did bring in Rich Dorman from Oregon State University as the new pitching coach. And then I would imagine at any time now they will announce that they've hired national championship winning from OU, their hitting coach, Todd Butler, who will be joining the program. Again, not officially announced yet, but Gators needed 2 new coaches, and they went out and got a national championship winning hitting coach and the pitching coach of the lowest ERA in college baseball. Nick, give us a synopsis on Todd. Anything.
Todd Butler, interesting because he played at Oklahoma. It's his alma mater. Was there in '88, the year of my birth.
Yeah.
He was also a head coach at Wichita State and McNeese State. He's been in college baseball for 28 years. Is their hitting coach, but I think the biggest thing he was for Oklahoma was their recruiting coordinator, which Chuck Girolman was Florida's main recruiting coordinator. Obviously, Kevin O'Sullivan has his hand in it. But Chuck was kind of the recruiting coordinator for Florida. You lost him, so you're looking to replace that as well. Chuck was infield hitting. So Todd will take over there. Interesting move. I heard a couple other names, and then as the time went, and I'm like, all right, they haven't made a decision. It's got to be somebody who's still coaching, and sure enough, to get a guy from his alma mater to come and join you, pretty impressive.
Right after national championship, too.
Yeah.
Is it like the same like significance as hiring I thought Sully did need some type of change of some sort. Is it like the significance of hiring a new OCDC, like hitting coach, pitching coach?
So like Kevin O'Sullivan. So like if you watch the games, who does it a lot? You can take offensive timeouts, but like everything is analytics now with baseball. So it would be like, hey, this pitcher's coming in, and you see him with like those quarterback wristbands. All of that stuff is like, hey, this pitcher comes in, and it's kind of like their tendencies. So you look in, hey, who's pitcher? This is what he starts off with. But that's like the analytics team plus the hitting coach that build that out for the players. And then it would be like managing it in game. So if you go through and you have no hits through 4, come in the dugout before an AB, and the hitting coach gets you together like, hey, how's he attacking us? What is he doing? What are our adjustments in game? And a lot of times we would watch Florida baseball this past season. You're just like, 8th inning, like, nope, still the same pitcher. Haven't seen any adjustments. So to me, I'll need to see him work probably in the fall, see stuff like that. I think his biggest thing is going to be recruiting. But, yeah, for Kevin O'Sullivan, he's in just finished year 19. Like the first 12 years, they had the same 2 assistant coaches. And that's tough because at a place like Florida, an assistant coach is looking to bounce and get a head coaching job, whether it's at a small place, something like that. So to have that kind of consistency, I think I gave a lot of credit to their 2017 championship to having those kind of coaches. So then you replaced your pitching coach, your hitting coach. Now you're doing it again. I think it's probably some not reactionary in the sense of like knee jerk, but hey, we've had these issues for 3-4 seasons now. And you probably had these issues even back in 23, but having Cags and having Wyatt masked some of them. So I think it's, doing an autopsy of why haven't we been as successful as we want to be in the regular season? Find those weak points. Okay, well, we need to make some change. And I think pitching-wise, it was just that guys aren't developing. What they are when we get them as great players as freshmen, that's kind of what they are as sophomores and what they are as juniors. And you're not seeing guys take the next step. So I think that's why they went with Doman. He has an incredible track record. We're also getting in the mix for already got 2 guys from Oregon State, 2 solid arms, and you're getting in the mix for guys out there who you normally wouldn't recruit in the transfer portal. And there's some really good bats, I think, from Oklahoma, younger guys who have entered the transfer portal. And I wonder if, you follow your coach kind of thing there. So it'll be interesting. Haven't met either of the guys yet, but yeah, it's definitely a kind of a program reset. It's on,
they seem like 2 wins on paper, right? We'll see.
Yeah.
There's still a whole transfer portal left to go. Did that Oregon player announce, by the way? Not the Oregon State guy.
Yeah. He announced.
If he's not coming
Georgia.
to Florida, we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Never mind. No, forget I bring him up. No, we're not even talking about him.
It was interesting because I think his mom went to Georgia. His agent was the same as Texas A&M's head coach. And then
Todd Butler's our hitting coach, so
we talked to him. But yeah, a lot of power, and Georgia plays at a high school park, so there's a bunch of home runs there.
Yeah, isn't there like right field like 314?
Yep,
I think I remember
tiny little park, which is why when Georgia goes out to Omaha, they don't hit those home runs, and they actually did better than I thought they did. They won a couple games, but
Nick, we're doing a little too much glazing of Georgia here. So
this is all like backhanded.
I mean,
Backhanded glazing is crazy.
Love, but
think of like Krispy Kreme when they're
you
throwing
muted,
donuts out
you
of the end of
muted, you muted, George.
I was about to say, them 2 words do not sound right together.
Backhanded glazing. That might be the show.
Front-handed up, backhanded. I don't know which one, but
oh man! So expect that announcement at some point in the near future. We're just going to keep on with the whole show. The Equalizer was a great movie. I'll be honest.
Oh my god, bro!
It was a great movie. I didn't say Nick pulled up the comments, so But that's where we are. We're not gonna talk much about this because it's truly meaningless. But college football 27, the EA Sports game is going to be released in the next week and a half or so. The Gators are an 84 overall, 84 on offense, 83 on defense. Who do you guys think? I was a little surprised. So 58 players opted in, mostly the freshmen and stuff like that. We don't have grades for. Have any of you guys seen the rankings here?
No. Do you have them pulled
Okay,
up?
so this
We
is
can
going to
share?
be fun. This is going to be fun.
The ratings. The ratings.
Or ratings, sorry. So the ratings here. So I'm going to ask you guys who you think the top 5 rated players are.
Ooh.
Off the top of my head.
Offense and defense?
This is just overall team.
Nick already knows. Nick got it, man. Nick seen this.
I do have an early access code, July 2nd.
Okay.
I'll be
All
on
right.
the
Well, Nick, if you want to play and not cheat, but if you know the answers, please don't
game.
play.
I don't know the answers.
Because there is some names that kind of surprised me on the list. So who do you guys think the top 5 are? And I'll let you know kind of where they are.
Of course, Jaden Ball.
Jaden Ball's number 1. He's a 91 overall.
Then maybe you got like a VB3, maybe.
VB3 is
in the
number
top 5.
4. He's an 87.
Okay.
Eric Singleton.
Eric Singleton is number 2 at a 90.
Ooh, baby.
So that's 3.
What about the
Miles Graham?
Miles Graham is number 5 at 85. Jordan, who'd you say?
a specialist, maybe?
No. We have
Where's
new
Jaden Woods at?
Jaden Woods is
He's too far, probably.
he's 11th. Well, I guess he's tied. No. I guess he's
Scrap the game.
I guess he's tied for 8th with an 83.
I'm boycotting.
We got patches. We got patches coming.
Yeah.
We got to update.
Hey, people gonna get booted up. Now that's just
So he's an 83, 8th overall.
None of that
And
means.
Cormani McLean, Evan Pryor, Jamari Lyons, and TJ Shannon are all ranked in 83.
Who would be the top? Someone in here said Thornton.
Bryce Thornton is number 3 on the team as an 87.
Okay, little B. Okay, little B.
Show me
Number
that.
one.
I'm out there, guys. Yeah.
First off, not to talk down, Lil B.
Somebody don't know ball.
Like him. Somebody saw. Hey, what jersey number?
Somebody don't know ball.
Oh. Hey,
If
listen,
you
it
watch
is.
Florida play and you got Thornton higher than Jaden Woods,
Yeah, I see Dallas Wilson, but he ain't play enough for him to boot his record.
He was too injured.
Yeah, Dallas
I'm not
Wilson
mad
is 6th, though. Dallas Wilson and Cam James are both 84s.
What about some speed? Who's
Wow.
the fastest? What's the
Man,
speed
they don't-
looking like?
I don't
like-
have that.
like
These are just
Jaden Woods
overall.
I got
Jaden
I
Woods
guess-
practicing moves right now. Like that's all he do. He do it in his sleep. All he do is practice pass rushing and just D line.
Jaden Woods outside top 5 is a little crazy, but
Bro, he's one
You
of the
gotta
best
take
players
it
on
in.
the team.
yeah.
Some other names: Corry Micah Mays is an 82. Alec Clark is an 80. The punter. There's your first specialist. The Gators have 3 running backs ranked above an 80. Let's see. Nick, for you, Aiden Warner is a 65.
I'm about to say what they got
Oh,
the
I mean,
quarterbacks hot 70s. The two.
Why'd you say Warner's number, man?
I'm saying what are the two fighting quarterbacks at? Got to be hot 70s.
Hey Nick, they gonna
He
put that on
should
your
be-
Aaron,
He should at least be a 67.
Aaron Philo and Tramell Jones, and Tramell Jones, both a 75.
Hot.
Oh
70s.
boy,
They was gonna size them both.
buddy. Let me tell you what we might not be fun to play with in the game this year.
No, not one.
Rubio is not in the game yet. Look,
He might be. No, he might be. No, he was in the game at the end of last year.
he's not in the
Yeah, but
game
he was
yet.
in the last one.
He's not in the game yet. These
Dang.
are just the 58 players that have opted in or in the initial release.
99.
Yeah.
Philo's spin it rating 9. Oh, I read that wrong. Aiden
Yeah.
Warner's spin it rating is 99.
Dijon Johnson in 82, Ben Hanks in 80.
What about the transfer from Baylor? Safety?
Kanye Clark 77.
Clark is from UCLA.
No, he's UCLA. I'm
Clark's from
sorry.
UCLA.
DJ Coleman, right?
Coleman's Baylor.
DJ Coleman is an 80.
Okay, that's
Him
solid.
and Ben Hanks are both 80s.
What they got
What
look
about,
on?
D line, who the best D lineman?
Cam James.
Lagonza's a 73.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Cam James is the highest ranked at an 84. Betts an 82. And the best O lineman is just said it. TJ Shannon, 83.
Okay.
Najee Harris is an 81. Harrison Moore is an 80. LJ McCray is an 80. Patrick Durkin, the kicker, is an 80. The Gators have 3 really good running backs in the game, or pretty good running backs. Mays is an 82.
5'6" in the building.
Like,
like
as long as they put some speed on them boys, I don't even care about the overall.
Who the fastest?
As long as they got a 90 for speed.
Dan doesn't know, but where was I? When I was there for Grill in the Ville, I was talking to Trent McKnight, and he said fastest receiver is Singleton. Like no pause.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, the Gators running back room, 91 for Ball, Pryor, 83, London Montgomery, 81, and Duke Clark is 79. What's interesting about that is Duke Clark might actually be your number 2 at running back. Yeah.
You know, they got to just do it based on the portal and all that.
Yeah. The tight end room, Harpring is a 76. Amir Jackson and Dupree are both 74s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is a team that might not be, the easiest team to get started with, but also, so here I have a qualm here as we go through this. Linebackers, Miles Graham an 85, fine. I think that Aaron Childs is probably better than a 78. I think Jaden Robinson is definitely better than a 76, though.
Yeah, they trying to.
Yeah.
That shit, I felt like.
But they have Lagonza Hayward as the lowest ranked or lowest rated player in the secondary, which I think you have to have a lowest rated, but I mean,
the whole secondary is there and he's the lowest one.
Yeah.
But they also, I think I saw somewhere on Twitter say that like Florida's freshman class. Dan, you said there's only 58 guys.
58 in this initial list. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
I could
all
off
the
the top
freshmen you
real
didn't
quick.
have
I
to
want to
in
talk
it.
about the bus, but I could come up with 3-4 names as. Anywho, I just want to do that. Huh?
My boy Brandon Betts. What they got? What boy at?
82.
Okay, that's solid. Well, we got a lot of solid players.
You got a lot of solid guys,
Yeah, no like outstanding guys, but we're solid all around. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Once they start boosting up the
Who do y'all think could be exceptional, like surpass solid? That the game may be just sleeping on a little bit. Like,
Well, I think-
like game breakers, game changers.
I think the first one's Dallas, and I think Jordan hit it right because like there's just not enough sample size. There's not enough tape for them to rate him how we think he could be. Like if Dallas Wilson's a high 80s, 90s.
Definitely.
I think Jaden Ball is better than the 91. I do have some speed rankings now. Eric Singleton is a 95. Vernell Brown is a 92. Dallas Wilson is a 91. Cormani McClain a 92. Pryor a 92.
Bro, Cormani McClain at 92, he runs like 22 miles an hour.
Yeah,
That's 92 speed.
You know they just got to do it. They don't want Florida to have no 95 speed on them. And you can't go deep on them.
Jordan's not concerned with your route tree. If we're not running the ball, we're running 9 routes. That's it.
Straight up, straight like that. We're going to run, play action, deep ball.
We're running power, 9 route.
I'd like to know how they do some of these rankings, like how they rank awareness of a defensive lineman. Like they got my boy Joseph Mbachu with a 62 on awareness.
Oh, bro.
Or TJ
Joe.
Bullard, a 61 as a will linebacker. I don't think you can be a linebacker and get into 61. You know what I mean? Like now you're just starting to fumble over your feet a little bit.
They're going to have to answer to Thaddeus for that.
I'm opting out. You got me at 60 something. What's my opt out button?
Take my likeness out of the game.
Yeah, take me out of the game, man. Y'all just
they get a check for that. How like NFL players get that bad
like
check?
$500, man. Unless you like Arch Manning or some crazy shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking.
Yeah, it used to only be $1,000 for the Madden one, so I'm sure. I mean, I'm not surprised it's only 500. Yeah, a lot more people.
If I ain't got no NIL, I take it. But if I'm ball, they try me with 91. Take me out, man. I'm cool.
Yeah, take me out.
Take me out. So ball's rankings are 91 overall, 88 speed, 86 strength, 86 agility, 86 conditioning, I guess is what COD is. 93 injury.
Confidence.
Change of direction. Thank you. Change of direction. 80,
on delivery.
86 and awareness 87.
Bro. Jordan's a gamer.
Yeah, you know I'll be on the game. I used to run it up with what's his name? Tank Hawkins?
Oh, he was sick in that first game.
I thought you were about to say clutch like MJ.
What? Him and Aiden Mizell, both of them going deep all day.
Did you ever play with clutch like MJ?
Who was clutch like MJ?
Good for you. He might have been gone. He might have been gone before Jordan got here.
No, man, he definitely was around that time, right? No,
I can't remember. It was maybe. I'm trying to think because I remember getting like home from the bar drunk and getting a random ass phone call 3 a.m. Bro, you'll never believe it's Ryan Bryant. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Ryan Bryant.
Clutch like MJ. And I'm like, what are you? And it was an unraveling. Everyone started tweeting the spoon pictures. This is really me.
Yeah,
that was a wild time.
Well, they say Jaden Wood's strength is in the 70s. This game is fraudulent.
You know how they're doing it, brother. Until that man go out and start going a little sack streak to where he getting the sack.
We're waiting on these patch notes. We're
waiting at least call the coach. Hey, how strong are these guys, man? They can't just throw my man a number up. Right? He's a beast in the weight room. You got his strength in the 70s.
You know they can't boot up the strength too much. Then his overall get to going up a little too much. And that hold on.
Yeah.
We can't make Florida too good. They just stuck last year, so we can't make too good. So they really know they doing us dirty, but we're gonna have to take it until we prove otherwise. We got too much talent on that roster for real.
What dango? Oh, that chain. No, one of my partners got me this chain. My birthday last year up in Jacksonville somewhere. I don't know where he got it. But somebody in Jacksonville sold him that. I think he was at a Jazz game. He seen somebody selling chains. But it's pretty dope. I don't know what happened to Dan, but what else we got on video game wise? Any more video game stuff? Y'all got the analytics and stats in front of y'all or no?
No, I don't. But no. I'm overall, I feel like I'm pretty I'm not shocked with our overall. Obviously, I was honestly expecting a little bit worse. I think we ended up at just an 85 overall, 84. And with no quarterback in place, and we still got an 84 ranked offense and stuff like that. I mean, I ain't too mad at that. We wasn't
I'm interested what they got
85 last year with a potential Heisman quarterback. So
right. I wonder where they got LJ McCray at.
I don't even know where Danny was. Jordan's overall 103.
Great. Madden had me in the hot 70s, and I was on there. I ain't even want to play myself. Fucking fumbling and all.
Damn.
Sorry, my whole street lost power.
Whoa.
Yeah, my whole street lost power.
Streets of St. Pete.
What they got at LJ McCray
at? They have LJ McCray at 80 overall, 75 speed, strength is an 86, 75 agility, 66 change of direction, injury 81, and awareness 75. So again, the guy that they don't think can tie his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, what do you think your rating would be?
103.
At least get me in the 90. I don't care what 90s. As long as I'm in the 90s, I ain't bugging. You get me with a little 90s and get me a little 90, little 92, 93 speed over that.
They got Jaden Ball at 91, bro. I don't think they're gonna put you in the 90s, bro.
I was gonna say, I'm not trying to be critical
They
here,
disrespectful right now, man.
I mean, like I said, also they can't make Jaden Ball too raw because then the offense overall gonna go up because you got somebody that's like a 96.
I don't like that part of the game, though, bro. You gotta give my guys real ranking. Jaden Ball. What y'all think Jaden Ball ranks like nationally in running, like as a running back? There's some good guys out there this year.
Top 3.
I think he's top 3 in all due respect. Like obviously I'm a little biased because I'm a Gator guy, but like I think he's top 3.
I don't know the landscape of college football, but in the SEC, he's top 3. I think you've got Kewan Lacey there.
I like
ESPN ranked him as the 3rd best behind, or second best behind Kewan Lacey, and then ahead of Ahmad Hardy.
Ahmed or whatever. I think he's pretty solid. But that's why I say he's at least top 3. If you want to argue me Lacey or you want to argue me the kid from Mizzou, we can talk about it. But he's not like far from those guys, even if he is under him, in my opinion. I mean, I think it's on a coin flip.
Let me pull this up real quick. I think the thing with like Lacey was that they just gave him the football. I'm looking at Jaden Ball. Like, when did he have like a game where he had 27 carries against Texas? He popped off against Texas.
He popped off
23 carries. And then FSU. So like,
that's nasty, my young man, though. Like, he gets busy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really can't sit here and act like he's better than Lacey. I think
it's a coin flip. I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah, I think it's give or take who will be better in the next 3 to 5 years. Like,
Lacey averaged 5.
I think
5 a carry.
Out of like that top 5, the Miami running back, I think his size difference makes it a little bit intriguing. Like, he's a different style. Mark Fletcher. Yeah. I like Mark Fletcher a lot. I think he's
South Florida kid, right?
Yeah, it came down to us and them. Like, we almost got him. I wish we would have. He's a guy. Yeah. Could you imagine having him in Jaden Ball in his backfield? My God.
Jordan, how would you have felt about this season? 306 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Tired.
Definitely.
1,524 tuds.
That's a monster season.
That was Lacey last year. That's tough.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
he gets busy. He gets busy, bro, for sure.
24 touchdowns is work.
I say Ball runs a lot more tougher than him, in my opinion, but I think he just looks more flashy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes
sometimes Jaden Ball would break 3 tackles on a 2-yard loss.
That's what I'm saying. You got to take that into consideration. Like, I think over time, Jaden Ball may end up being better because he can do stuff like that. In the NFL, that's what you're probably going to have to do to stay alive in the league versus just being a flashy guy, and you may not be able to make those same flashy moves in the league. It's going to be a little bit harder. You're not going to have some guys who just out there whipping. You got some dudes securing tackles out there. So, and then also as far as like I just think for me, even when I was like transitioning from college to the NFL, it was like the D-line play got significantly better. And like before you could pile through holes and kind of, stick your face in the dirt and kind of get 3 to 5 yards, but in the league, one of them boys grab you at the line, you're probably getting 1 yard after they grab you. So like
you're grabbed.
Yeah, you're grabbed. Don't let them grab you if you're trying to fall forward because it ain't gonna happen that often. Versus in college, I was falling forward a lot easier. So I think that'll be another big transition for Lacey. Obviously, I think he'll be able to get into a good scheme that'll kind of spread him open and that sounded crazy. But yeah, spread him out on the field and get him the ball in space. But I think Ball will be fine in space, or if he had to, stick it between the tackles as well.
Who do you got?
Another side quest topic after we're done with
what do you guys think the biggest year-over-year improvement is? There's two players. They raised by 10 points.
Not Jaden Ball. He was in the mid-80s.
Jaden Ball jumped 5 points from an 86 to a 91.
Ben Hanks
jumped from a 76 to an 80. So not him.
Thornton might be one.
Thornton is number
Name
one.
the whole roster, Nick.
Well, there's two
Name the whole
people.
roster.
No, I was just reading. I was reading Eric
Bryce
Day's
Thornton went from a 77 to an 87, but there's one more. Jordan, do you want to chime in? It's your boy.
Bets.
Bet went from a 72 to an 82.
Hey, let's do it. He did have a big year, so it's earned for real.
Vernell Brown went from an
Chapman don't miss on them evals, man. Like Chapman, like it's another guy you get in the portal that played as a freshman out of the Big 12. That's a good sign, though. You playing in the Big 12 is true. Anywhere D tackle in Power 5, you playing as a true freshman, you got some game, right? But you look at him, Caleb Banks, like he's found some gems in the transfer portal in the trenches, man. His evals don't miss.
The starting quarterback in the game is Aaron Philo. Even though they're both ranked the same, Philo has Jones beat in awareness, strength, and that's it. And then Jones has him beaten speed, agility, and change of direction. No surprise there. But
That's racist.
I mean, he's also
I'm kidding. All my racist jokes. No, somebody's gonna take it serious.
It's all jokes. All jokes. So that's the game. A lot's going to change, obviously, as the game continues to evolve and they give updates. But I do think having Jaden Woods, they gave him a 79 on strength, laughable at a minimum.
Yeah.
So,
your
but
power
again,
went out, but I talked about that, bro. You got to at least call the coach and be like, "Hey, how strong is this guy? Like, tap in. This is one of the strongest kids on our team and also in the conference, and you got him with some mediocre strength. I hope he's mad.
Yeah.
He's probably in the weight room right now.
DJ Lagway last year was an 83.
87? 83.
83.
Interesting. I'm a big
I'm
dynasty.
sorry. That's what he is this year. Last year he was
87.
He was a 90.
Yeah, I was about to say they had him OD on there low key. That boy used to break tackles like it was Florida State game all over again.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting set back there.
All right, so let's get on with some other things. Thanks for playing that game. That was fun. Game comes out on July 9th if you're interested.
I've got a quick little exercise here, Dan. Since it'll be your first SC Media Day.
It will.
Coming up, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
3 weeks from Wednesday.
3 weeks. Who do you guys think? We'll do two. Who do you think they will bring? The three players, and who would you bring if you were the head coach?
That's a good one.
Miles Graham.
You beat me to it. Definitely would bring Miles Graham. Man, this is a tough roster for that.
You can't bring a quarterback.
Guys are on the media.
Can't bring a quarterback.
Yeah, you can't bring a quarterback. You got to go Ball, Miles Graham, and probably an O lineman or a D lineman, maybe.
Who? On the O line?
I don't bring none of the O linemen. You got to leave them boys.
I guess a D lineman.
You need to be watching film and hit the sled. Vernell is polished. He's young, but Vernell is very polished. I will prefer, if I'm the coach, I would prefer guys that were Gators last year. But of course, Eric Singleton is probably one of the leaders, that may get the nod. He's a veteran, older guy, but you can't. I wouldn't bring multiple receivers, so you bring one guy out of that room. Thornton, right? I think Thornton's a guy that you possibly bring.
Yep.
Multiple year starter.
Miles Graham and Jaden Ball.
How is Ball in front of the camera? He's kind of quiet though, right?
Even if he's a mute, even if he just does the Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here so I don't get fined. You got to send him.
I think he'll be fine. I've seen him on a few interviews.
Yeah, he's not bad. Doesn't love it, but he's good. He gives you good answers. He gives you good football answers. If you're asking about football, my three, Jaden Ball.
You have to bring Jaden Ball.
Yeah. Jaden Ball will be there. I would go Jaden Ball, Miles Graham, and then I'm going to take Jaden Woods, and this is my reasoning. Super polished. VB3 already kind of has a national name. Jaden Woods doesn't really on that scale. We obviously know him as Gator Nation, but outside, people don't really know Jaden Woods. And it's somebody who went into the portal and came back. So, like, picked Florida, went into the portal after the coaching change, and then, like, committed back to Florida, committed back to this staff. So I think it's twofold. One, he gets asked about the portal, and then the answers are about how great you are. You bring him. And then you also get to put him on kind of a national stage before he goes into a sophomore season where he's going to be a starter.
I don't disagree. I think there's probably a better likelihood that you might get a transfer, and I think Eric Singleton might be that guy. It is a fully new coaching staff, so potentially you talk about what drew you there, what it is about the program that made you transfer from Auburn to a school like Florida. But I'm going to go with Ball, Graham, and Singleton. Who was it? Eric Day said Brandon Bett. My one qualm about Brandon Bett is that he had the issue where he spit on a player last year, and I think that would be brought up too many times as a distraction.
So having been to so many of these, everything is segmented. So it's not like you go and you get asked all of your questions. You're in this room with these people and you get asked about it. Then you go to your next room and they didn't know what you got asked. So they don't have those quotes. So you get asked about it again. And then you go to the different room. You get asked about it again. And then you go on like the big room where all three of you are going. You get asked about it again. And then even while you're at the podium, somebody else who hasn't heard that or wasn't in those rooms walks up and you ask you again. And there's just no way to avoid it. SC Media Days is it's a circus.
Yeah. Yeah. That's who I would bring. Sumrall's going to bring Thornton as the third. So I think that's a good pick too.
Yeah. That's why I would bring Thornton, Miles, Ball. I think those three guys that have been there. I can see the Singleton. It makes sense, to be honest, as well. So I can see that going either way. But I think Thornton's well spoken as well. I think he's a leader on that side of the ball. So is Graham. But I see it too. Like Singleton is a big time player in college football in his completeness. So he's probably the guy that you just seen because he has a brand name. He has a national name. Yeah. And what makes more sense. But
the other one too is I don't know how you guys view it, but like when I think of Florida, Miles Graham to me is the face of your defense. Like that's the guy. He not just because of his play, but like he does so much media because he's so well spoken. Is just like bleeds orange and blue. They just throw him out there. Yeah. So to me, that one makes a ton of sense. Jaden Ball is your biggest name player returning. And then the third is, I think, the wild card. I think for sure it's Ball, Graham, and then the third you kind of play with.
You think Baylor brings DJ Lagway to Big 12 Media Days?
I think Big 12 Media Days has like 13 outlets there.
Okay. Well, there's still people that are going to go. This is a commentary on sports, Nick, so you can give your commentary on sports.
I think theirs is crazy, too. I think they do it Big 12 Media Day. I think Big 12 Media Day is like in Jerry's World, like on the turf.
You said, do they bring Lagway, you said?
Yeah. Baylor.
Yeah, of course. They don't have nobody on that damn team. Who else they?
We took DJ Coleman from him, so.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, he's got to be one of the bigger names on that team. They got a lot of transfers as well. Like, you would think so.
Well, name another name. Outside of DeBron.
Nah, they don't got.
I was about to say DeBron.
Outside of DeBron, name another name.
No, they got. I'm forgetting the receiver now. I'm just not about to study their roster, bro. On the roster, I really care about.
Tyquan Thornton came back.
I think he'll be there.
Thornton,
I'll
That
tell
was
you
my
what,
guy.
though, I'll tell you what, though. It wears on you. I think he was excited to do media day last year because I just followed him around last year, and then like halfway through the day, it's kind of like how many more hours is this? So like maybe having had the experience, he might talk to his coach like necessary.
I think he likes the spotlight. I think he would like lean towards going. He's still a leader at heart. He's gonna want to be. He's gonna want to be at that. Just being around him a little bit. Like that's he wants that spotlight, and it's just not the same stage as the SEC.
Sure. No,
like,
the SEC media days is Dan will be able to say there ain't
gonna be a lot of cameras and a lot of sound bites from the Baylor, press conference, whatever he has going on, right? So
they're all going to be laser focused on that Texas Tech stuff, I can imagine.
They got a good first game though. Who they play? Auburn. They play Golish, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they play Auburn first game. Yeah, kick off.
That should be interesting.
I think it's neutral site too.
Yeah,
that should be a good one.
DJ Lagway in 83, and
I'm hoping for the kid. I know a lot of the Gator fans hope he just stinks it up more, but as a player, man, I think
it didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. And I think any real ball player knows, a ball knower, should I say, knows it wasn't entirely on him, man. You got other teams saying they know how many plays y'all running and what plays y'all running. I don't think you can get any player to strive in that type of atmosphere. So it's not all that kid's fault, man. I wish him nothing but the best. I know a lot of people be praying on his downfall, but go ball, kid. We can all say we had you first and could have been.
Yeah. That's the game nowadays. There's just no reason to tell you. Everybody that leaves, I want them all to be successful, bro. It ain't just DJ. Like my man that went over to Ole Miss, I still talk to him. I'm forgetting his name, the DB. But all of these boys, bro, they came here. They believed in it. They gave it all they got with a coach that was just all hope and faith, right? Wasn't a whole lot of stuff there. So, I don't think they have any ill will towards the logo or anything like that. So, I'm not going to hold any ill will, man. I hope all them boys are successful. End of the day, it's all about young men going to, better their family lives and all of that stuff, bro. Like, the game is cool and fun, but, when it's all said and done, these young men came in, better their lives, their family trajectory, and they all win. It's all good.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I think, especially with what we saw with Chris Johnson today, who announced on Good Morning America that he's suffering from ALS and obviously a very advanced stage of it. It is just a game, and there's a lot of other things that can come about, because of the sport and game and, just carrying a bunch of ill will and hating on people and whatever. Just, it's much bigger than that. There's more to it than that. So, all right, guys, let's do a quick ad read, then let's get into a couple of other things. One time for our friends over at Game Time Sidekicks, go visit GameTimeSidekicks.com. Use promo code Stadium15 to get you a really cool cup. Again, go visit our friends at Game Time Sidekicks. It's going to keep your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold. Stadium15 at checkout. And go support our friend in Knoxville with a great product. So again, GameTimeSidekicks.com, promo code Stadium15. Gators did get their first commit from the class of 2025, and we'll get his huddle highlights up because I think 2028. What did I say?
You said 5.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
28. I feel like I need a hip replacement.
2028 class of 2000. Oh man, 2028. Gators grab wide.
Go ahead, bro.
Grab wide receiver Armani Strong from Chaminade Madonna down in Miami. 6'1", 180 pounds. Ranked as a 4-star. On 247. The composite rankings have him ranked as a 4-star, the number 210 overall player in that class, the number 31 wide receiver, and the 29th best player in Florida. I think watching the highlight film, it's pretty obvious that kid is going to continue to climb those rankings. The ESPN rankings, of course, are the lowest for him. So I would imagine that will change soon. Started at Norland and then has been at Chaminade for the last 2 years.
Chaminade boys been pumping out receivers the last couple of years, huh?
Yeah, so have New Orleans. I don't think New Orleans. I think he was at New Orleans just last year. I don't think he was at Chaminade last year.
Oh, he got a little arm, or did he?
I think you're right, Corey. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. That New Orleans team got some guys on it, but I got to watch this kid play a lot. This just of course last year, but also this offseason 7-on-7 stuff. I actually like that quarterback too, Russell Britton. He's going to be a guy. They got another receiver on that team, Chris Davis, who's a animal as well. But this kid can flat out play. He's going to be his ranking going to go up even higher. I know they got him 28 in Florida. I expect that to go higher on that Chaminade team. He's going to be on a bigger stage. But Marcus Davis, he know the landscape, right? So a lot of these, he's not going to rely on the star system. Even though the kid's ranked high, he's very in touch with the streets and what's going on in South Florida. But this is a great kid by Marcus Davis.
Yeah, I saw the on three guys compared him to Jerry Jeudy.
Oof. That's up there. I don't know about that, but I like it. He's up there. He can play.
I'm about to say the kid looks smooth now. I mean, the tape don't lie.
Jerry Jeudy though, Jeudy coming out.
Jerry Jeudy, you know, that's somebody that's already established. It's just a little comp, I guess. But like, I don't even think he's as shifty as Jeudy for sure. But I like his speed. I mean, just watching.
Well, he's also what is he in this? He's freshman?
This is sophomore. This is sophomore highlights. So yeah, again, a kid that's going into his junior year of high school. So still a lot.
He's still a puppy, yeah.
Bro, he just lost his learner's permit.
That's what I said. He's still a puppy. It's American heritage right here. So this good on good.
They grow up fast down south, bro. Like
Chaminade's not in Miami. Chaminade's in Broward.
Hollywood.
He's
from Miami. He's from Miami. He went to New Orleans for his first 2 years. Yeah. But obviously, good speed, plays some great competition.
look at this guy. I know a few that has went to that chose Chaminade over STA in Heritage. Man, I was shocked too. Chaminade got some momentum.
Bad move.
They got some motion.
They got some big motion.
Stacked in certain places, man.
I think they just lost a guy to IMG though, a DB, but they still stacked.
But again, class of 2028, upcoming sophomore in our upcoming junior, in high school, shifting schools. But the first get for the class of 2028, class of 2027. Just to give you guys a quick update, Gators rank I think 7th right now in team rankings on Rivals on 3. So 16 blue chips out of 24 total commitments.
I was vaguely on and off of the app this week. What's up with the Brewster, man? I seen meltdowns, like a lot of debates. It just can't get them all, fellas. Like Brewster's gonna be a tough one to get regardless, bro. Like
Brewster, Royal, 5-star kids are really hard to get, especially when they're committed elsewhere.
Yeah, but I think Brew. I said this too, like when he was on his OV and everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna flip." And by everyone, I mean social media. I was like, I don't think he's gonna flip. I think he's gonna be a wait and see. Continue taking unofficials throughout the like. And honestly, if he does flip tomorrow, I'm waiting until he enrolls somewhere. Like I don't know that the school he's committed to today or tomorrow is the school that he goes to.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think he goes to Texas Tech though.
Nah,
buddy, I've been to Lubbock, and you can miss me with that. The bag would have to be so enormous for me to live in Lubbock.
As a regular labor staff and crew over at Flow Factory, anytime Texas Tech offer one-eye guys, we start slapping fives, bro. The numbers just went up dramatically, bro. Like for sure.
That's what you need, yeah.
Yes. Negotiations just got real, baby.
They're like, hey, what's that area code? 806? Woo! Yes. 806 area code. The call just came.
Yes.
He definitely gonna get the bag over there, but like I feel like the way he's flirting around, maybe he's either trying to boost the bag up some more. He's really not messing with the boy. Like I don't know what it is.
You got to entertain Texas Tech every time because we're gonna run the bag up, man.
Nah, that's a fact.
He's gonna get a 2 comma bag before ever playing a snap.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.
Yes,
hey, if
sir.
you can get it, get it.
America.
American dream. It's the American dream. What do you think George
Jeez.
Washington would think about college football? Man, just think around July 4th.
Oh, it's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy what he's gonna get paid. Anywho.
If you can get it, right? All right, guys. We are going to take a break here. We're going to shift to coaching staff and then talk a little bit about the quarterback position. Still a lot to be decided. What's your expectation? Kind of all things considered. We just talked about rankings. We know the roster. We know the team. Which position groups do you think are best benefited with this new coaching staff in the next year? Or which coaches are you most looking forward to going in to next year to see improvement? I think I know what the obvious number one answer is going to be, but what do you guys – who are some names and groups that you guys are more excited about this year maybe than last year?
Player-wise, you talking?
Coaching position group wise, we can get into specific players if you want, but I'm just kind of overarching.
Yeah, I mean the obvious answer is Trot line. Like everybody's waiting to see the offensive line, get better. We still got to settle on that 5, who that's going to be. But regardless of who the 5 is, we just know the offensive line is in better hands with Phil. But I like Brandon Harris. I want to see how the secondary. There's been a lot of potential. We've been grabbing top Florida DBs, over the last 3 years. The whole Napier campaign, we grabbed some of the best DBs in the state, but I don't think they played to that level. And that just, to me, just was coaching. So Brandon Harris, I like the way he teaches the game. I thought he did very well at FAU and UCF. He has better talent now. He know all these guys too. Like it's not like they all Florida boys that he recruited. So I think the secondary is the corners and specifically is going to take it up a notch with him. I'm just worried about the depth a little bit there, but outside of that, I think the starters, they're going to play at a higher level and a higher clip this fall. Then we get our best for money playing. I
think that's the one I was thinking of because I'm like, I don't know, nothing against Chris Foster, but like, send me in to coach those 3 running backs. Bill, I think, is an easy answer, but like you are what you are there. There was no second portal. You're kind of dealing with what Rob Sale was able to shop for you. Good God. So I think it's Brandon Harris because we talked about the depth. I think the depth issues are I like Kanye Clark. I think your starters are Ben Hanks, Cormani, Dede, one of those, 2 of those 3, a mix of those 3. And then Javari Flowers is a guy I think really highly of, got some experience late. That's your 4th. But then like after that, it's Onis Konabani, the freshman, I'm forgetting his name, 15. He wears number 15. He missed all spring because he was injured. Like after those 4, you're thin. And Dede, no fault of his own, has got like major injuries.
Yeah, I don't know if I think
now, Nick.
What's up?
CJ Brown. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, I like CJ Brown in this game, but I think he's probably a mango season away from being ready to play. But I do like his game and his upside. But the Dede's health is still until I see it because he was still banged up in the spring. So the 3 I can rely on right now are Flowers, Kamani, and Ben Hanks. Those who I could count on in the fall. I like Onis, his upside, but I haven't seen him, in live battle with bullets flying. So the 3 that I can count on right now are those 3. I want to see Dede get healthy. If he's ready for fall camp, who knows? We'll see. But you got 3 young boys. But as we've seen the last 3-4 years, we get beat up quick in the secondary. Like we've had to rely on a lot of.
I was just about to say, boy, I think we just need we maybe need to consider some position changes. If we a little bit more, got a little bit more depth at some safety or something like that, start training them boys, getting some nickel reps or something, because let's not wait until it's all falling down on us to try to figure something out. Then you want to throw somebody in the fire.
I think
you got one of them young boys, freshman, somebody.
I think they're okay at nickel, though. I think they're okay at nickel.
I think with Coleman and Clark, I think you're good there.
Yeah.
But like that makes
Coleman's
me
just starting
now,
safety though, right?
I thought Coleman and
I wasn't here for
kinda...
the Ben Elsner interview, but we should have asked Ben that. Ben's the one that explained to me how they treat safety. They essentially just have.
It depends on the slot receiver.
Safeties, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on if it's a tight end in the slot or if it's a smaller receiver. They kind of switch.
Because I thought it was going to be Bryce Thornton and Cam Dooley starting safeties.
No, I don't think so. I think it depends. Bryce Thornton is like Sharpie. Right. It's one of your safeties. And then you could have Coleman and Clark on the field at the same time with Coleman up top, Clark there. And then that would be a way that they would just adjust without having to sub, would be, hey, they've got the tight end is out. So then you would have Kanye roll up and DJ roll down.
Yeah. I like that. Do we expect anything out of the Jordy Lowry from East Carolina, or has he just not worked his way up? Okay.
That
that's
makes me
that's the player that came later, right?
Yeah. He did come later, yeah. Pause.
Yeah, maybe a special teams guy. We may see him on a little punt return, kick return, unless VB3 got that on lock.
The one thing that I am curious,
I don't want to see VB3 out there, for being honest.
I do think we didn't get the chance to talk about. We talked about it pre-show, like the 5 years to play 5. I think you're going to start to see a lot more younger guys on special teams being able to take some of those.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the. But football had gotten so lax. You could play in like 6 games and a bowl game. Like you can play 7 out of 12 games.
I thought it was 4 games in a bowl game.
I think they didn't move it to 6. They added another one though. I think maybe then it was 5 and a bowl game. So you can play half the season. Where in like basketball or baseball, 1 pitch in 1 minute and you lose the whole year.
I think one of the groups that I'm more excited about, because I think he's a really good coach, and it's a group that we're all pretty confident in, like outside of the obvious there with Phil Trotwine in terms of improvement. But I think that Bam Hardman is a really good linebackers coach. And I think that if you can really continue to develop these guys, I think Miles Graham, Aaron Childs, Jaden Robinson are a fantastic top 3. And then you brought in TJ Bullard from UCF. You have Ty Jackson, who had great film coming out of high school. And then you have Miles Johnson with another year under his belt. I really like what that room can become this year, and how that can really
outside.
Okay.
And then outside. So you've got Gasparotto, who I like.
Oh, and Gasparotto, yeah. So
Gasparoto's the inside linebackers coach.
Well, I say all that to say I don't know a lot about Gasparotto as a coach. I know that he was.
He's been with John. He's been with Sumrall for a while, but also your head coach is a former SEC captain linebacker.
But he was also the defensive coordinator at Tulane, so he's good enough. I don't know enough about. Regardless, the 2 of those guys with that group, I think, because of the talent that's in that room, can truly elevate themselves. And I think you can end the season with the Gators having 3 known SEC linebackers this year. I'm very high on Jaden Robinson. I know maybe some others aren't as high, but I think he could have a show-out year where he makes the NFL after this year.
Yeah, for sure. I think if I was going to pick one, I think mine would be the receiver room. You know, I feel like the receivers got a lot of hype last year because our room was just extremely loaded. And, I mean, we lost a few guys, but it's still a lot of talent in the room. And I think just the mix of having some experience, and then you got young guys who you can quote them as inexperienced, but they have played a little bit. So I think I just like the depth in that room. And, like, you got a young coach there. that's leading the way for them. So I think I'm just excited to see what that all entails. You know, my one possible worry for that room may be just the little details and discipline on things, because obviously, like, just experience in coaching plays a factor. And I think Marcus has a lot of experience. He's been coaching for a lot of years. But just if you compare him to like a Billy Gonzalez, I feel like it may be over the time receivers know that they can't lack and loaf and on a blocking play or something like that, or a missing assignment. And I feel like sometimes that may just fall through the cracks when you're dealing with a younger coach sometimes. I don't know him. I never seen him coach. Not say I don't know him. I know who he is. I never seen him coach, so I can't say that'll happen. But that's just maybe my one concern on that room. But other than that, I'm super excited to see what these guys are going to do on the field. I mean, last year we were a heavy run team, I think, because of the situation we were in, and they weren't able to kind of showcase that. So I think this year, with the offensive system and what I think that we have, I think that those boys will be getting a lot more shine, and we got the talent to do it. So I'm kind of excited to see how it all piece together between the OC and the receiver coach.
Yeah. All good takes. I think talent-wise, the running back room, Nick, I know you kind of mentioned, not to take away anything about Chris Foster, but I think you have 4 guys in that room, 3 of which have held quasi-starting or at least significant playing time in Ball, Montgomery, and Pryor. And then Duke Clark is a guy that I know that this staff is really high on. I know the last staff was really high on. And depending on how you're watching practice, was the guy getting the number 2 rep. So I think that's a room that's definitely loaded. So we'll definitely be interested to see. But we're going to break down each room, and we're going to start today with the quarterback room. Again, probably a pretty decisive battle. When we talked to Jon Sumrall, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago now, he said that he's tired of talking about quarterback battles, and that, he really wants somebody to go out and win the job, not necessarily somebody go out and lose the job. So there's still a lot to see. We have Tramell Jones, who obviously stuck around, redshirt freshman. And then you have Philo, who transferred from Georgia Tech as the backup. He's a redshirt sophomore. Philo 6'2", 220. Tramell Jones 6 foot 203 pounds. If you look at high school, Aaron Philo is Georgia's all-time leading passer with 13,922 yards, back-to-back state titles. Tramell Jones just a hair under 7,200 yards passing there. We've seen Philo play in 8 games, 1 start, and then Tramell Jones played just a couple of games last year. Philo, just under 58% completion rate, 938 total yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Tramell Jones, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So, guys, different quarterbacks in the way that they play the game, arm strength, everything else. So what do you guys think, and how would you guys break down this room?
I think it's a legit battle, right? I think spring we got a mixed bag of a little bit of everything, but nobody took the job, and that was my take. The entire felt like both quarterbacks were playing it kind of safe. Spring game, I still don't think there was a gap between either two of the guys. Going into fall camp, I mean, ideally you want to, because you want to go into fall camp not splitting reps, right? So I don't think there's, there's some innuendos of people thinking the job is kind of done in his Philos, but I'm not buying that, because you just don't waste reps in fall camp on just nothing. So going into fall camp is, I think somebody like Jon is saying, somebody got to go win the job. Of course, just getting the team in and out of plays and being able to have command of the offense. A lot of that's going to go into heavy consideration. I think Philo has the lead in that capacity, being in the offense a little bit longer. But it's good. I think it's just going to come down to playmaking. Scrimmages is a good sample size of that, like getting into scrimmage and see who could play well in game-like situations. But if it's still close, you got a couple games in the beginning of the season, which is not ideal. If it's not close, then you name the guy, and then you get right into your offense. You got a new offensive system with everybody. You want to get that rolling. So if it's a battle and it's too close to call, you do have a couple games to kind of figure out to see who's a better gamer. But I do think it's going to go deep into fall camp, unfortunately, and we'll just see how it plays out. But I think it's a close call, and it could go either way.
I think you've got – go ahead, Corey. Sorry.
No, you good. I'm good.
I was going to say, I think you have a comfort with the players, probably a little bit more with Jones, just because he was thrown to most of these guys, not all of last year. And then you have a comfort with the system with Philo, with Faulkner, right? So how do they translate? How is the chemistry being built with Philo and his receivers? And then how is Jones learning the playbook? And then what does the playbook look like, right? What we saw with Faulkner, with Haynes King running the offense is going to be very different than what they run here. And how are they both adapting to that, I think, is probably a big thing. I know a lot of people think that Philo will be the starter. You went and got him from Georgia Tech, where Buster Faulkner came from, but I just don't think it's necessarily as clean cut as just one quarterback following his coach in this particular circumstance.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that take. I think if they, not to say that they wanted him to make them the starter, they could have already, but they kind of could have. I think they're showing that they want this to be an even playing field, and they're giving this kid an opportunity. And I mean, if and when Tramell does beat him out for this job, you just know that it was awful because he's better, right? Because you're running the same scheme that you were running at your last school with most likely better players. And if you aren't able to showcase and win over a starting job through the spring, I personally don't think it's going to happen through the fall. But like I said, I think just for the politics-wise, you throw Philo out there game one or whatever it may be. I'm not trying to predict nothing, but I see them leaning towards him being a starter and then essentially losing the job, if it makes sense. I know he said he don't want to see nobody lose a job. He want them to win it. But to me, that screams like I kind of already have my vision in that somebody's going to lose a job and then we're going to have to roll with the other guy. That's usually how it turns out 9 times out of 10. And as Gator fans, we really don't want to hear that, see that, and deal with that. We would rather just have a guy from day one and just start winning games, right? But sometimes you got to give some dudes some equal chances to do some things. And that's kind of how I feel about this quarterback battle because, in my opinion, just at the spring game, I felt like Tramell had a better spring game. Obviously, maybe he just got better opportunity. The DBs are gassed out there as well. It was hot as hell. They was getting ran by, not even running with them boys. So that's not a clear-cut evaluation. You know what I'm saying? You could have said, okay, Tramell Jones won the job because he had better stats, more touchdowns. He was having more explosive plays. You could have easily said that, but we know the reality. The defense wasn't really playing to the best of their ability. It was hot as hell out there. You probably got the slighter better upper hand as far as just opportunities came. But I think through this training camp, you'll be able to have a lot of scrimmages, a lot of good on goods, a lot of heavy competition periods to where it's game on the line right now. 2-minute drill. Each player's going to get a 2-minute drill and be able to go down there and try to go put together a drive. And what will you do in those drives? And those type of situations may determine who wins that job because, I mean, just like a game, the opportunity's right here, right now. And what are you going to do with it? I don't care what circumstances happen in practice. A guy got hurt, a guy tripped, slipped, and fell. What did you do with your opportunity that was given to you today in practice when we were good on good competition reps? And I think they're going to get a lot of those opportunities in training camp. So I think they'll be able to decipher who they want as their guy in the back of their head and then roll into week one. And like all universities do the nice political way to do things with football, they may roll a certain guy out and just let the chips fall where they fall after that.
Yeah, I think there's probably something to it. I don't think the coaching staff said, listen, we're going to get – Buster's not saying, listen, I'm going to get my backup quarterback from Georgia Tech, and that's who's going to start. Obviously, hey, I know this guy. I don't know the other guys. So in their mind, even if it's subconsciously, there's probably Aaron knows this. He's going to do what it is. We'll let him compete, though, but maybe we think Aaron's going to win it. But I was at every practice. They gave everyone the same opportunities. I thought towards the spring game, the last 10 days, Philo was getting more of the 1 reps, but even it was every other period. If one team run was Aaron with the 1s, they would run a 4th section. So you do the 1s, the 2s, the 3s. They would run a 4th drill, a 4th line, and just have the next quarterback go out with the 1s. And the 1s would have to get 2 reps in team run. I think the coaches, whatever their preconceived notions were, let that go and wanted the quarterback to make the decision for him. It's like, hey, listen, we don't want to make the choice. You're going to make the choice for us. And I think that's kind of still the way that the coach staff looks at it. It's like, we're not making the choice. Someone's going to go win the job or lose the job. And if I see, me personally, it's my opinion, if I see what I saw every day at spring into the fall, in fall camp, I think they'll play 2. And like, hey, keep going.
I had that take today on the space. Here's my like we have these off seasons every year, right? And we would be super homer on this show, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yeah. Right? There's red flags at quarterback for me right now. Just from a perspective of just going into the portal. Most teams go into the portal to get a quarterback. They're going to get a guy that they're ready to beat, probably name out the spring. Then we're one of the few teams in the country, if not the only team in the country, that's going into the fall that went and got a portal quarterback. That we paying QB1 money. There's a difference in their pay. You pay a little bit more money, and this guy hasn't won the job. And it could be politics, it could be whatever it may be, but the ideal situation isn't going into fall camp battling that quarterback, which we are. And from my eyes, what I've seen, right, because I only can read the practice reports, and I only can see the spring game. So from what I saw, spring game, when I'm reading report-wise, Philo, with the advantage of having a couple years in that system, isn't performing like I would hope as a Gator fan, just to keep it a bean. Like I would expect the guy that's been in Faulkner's system to have a substantial lead on Tramell. If he wins the job, regardless, I just want to have that take out there because I'm with Nick. I think we end up seeing both quarterbacks regardless.
Yeah. How when you say we see both quarterbacks, Nick, Corry, obviously Jordan, you as well, but with you guys with this take in the same game, same drives type of deal?
I don't know. I don't really have a good feeling on how Buster would handle that. Obviously the buck stops at like Sumrall's desk, but he is very much, from what I've gathered from him, like I've hired good people and I'm going to let them
paying you $2.1 million. Now you gotta make that decision. You're gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but
going through these like donor speaking events with Jon, he's said it in these rooms, like just because you start game 1 doesn't mean you're gonna start game 7. And like it's a constant evaluation. Like 100% what Corry said. Perfect world. We knew who the starting quarterback was in the spring, and all spring camp did was cement that. And now we go into player-led practices, which will start this week because the guys just came back. But, like, we're not there. The guy who was the starter last year is no longer here. You've got 2 guys who you threw out there and said, go win a job, and no one won it. No one lost it. No one won it. So you're just in a situation where I think you're at the same spot. You probably have a little more film and a little more data points than you did going into the spring, but you're in the same spot with a decision on who will start in the fall.
And that takes a certain confidence and a certain ego to say, I'm going to go win this job, because you can overexert yourself and you can lose that job very easily, right? So I'm very curious to see how all of that plays out.
It takes a cool mindset too, to not have that in the back of your mind, like, shoot, I threw an interception. Is that it? All right, now, I got to go out and do a little bit more with my next trip. Now you start pressing. And that goes both ways for both Tramell and both Philo, because if you don't have the confidence that, hey, I've earned this job, it's my job, now you're always hearing footsteps.
Oh, 100%. And then you maybe instead of you throwing not even a risky ball, but the more 50-50 ball, right? Are you now afraid to do that and you're just going to take the check down, right? So it's got to take that mentality for you to say, hey, I'm going to go win the job, not just, hey, I'm just going to not turn the ball over. I'm not just going to just kind of methodically move the team downfield, which there's not a problem with, but at some point somebody's got to do it. And while, I appreciate our Dean P, big, fan of the show, always here. He said, it seems like a good problem. It can be a good problem. It can also not be the situation that you want, right? Like there's that old adage, if I have 2 quarterbacks, I don't have a quarterback. I'm not saying that that's the case with Florida right now, but you do need somebody to take a step up. You do need that person that is very familiar with the offense, has great chemistry with the wide receivers, because no matter how good Jaden Ball is, or how good the running back room, or how good the wide receiver group is that you have, you have to be able to distribute the football to them, and you got to have somebody that has the confidence that's going to be able to do that.
And at this point, I would put it on Tramell to be like, hey, you had a disadvantage because of Philo being in the offense and knowing the playbook and knowing the coach. That you should have closed that gap by now. Like if you want to play quarterback here and you want to start, you need to know that, hey, that's a gap. And I can't change that there was a gap, but I can close it now. And like you have to, hey, what was spring break? You know what spring break was? This. In my iPad.
I think he kind of did
He's
that.
that kind of guy.
Yeah. I think he kind of, obviously I'm not inside the building. I don't know what really went on and how these coaches really feel about him. But just from watching the spring game and hearing how the competition is still fairly close, I mean, he had to have closed that gap somewhat. And also I wanted to bring up a little bit about Corry's point. I'm mad that we're kind of in this spot of not knowing our quarterback, but also I think we're a little bit damaged and bruised up from last year. Not saying that he was the problem, but we paid a quarterback that quarterback money to have our stress relieved, right? We got this high-paid guy, potential Heisman candidate. We know what we got. We don't got to worry about that position, and then it didn't pan out for us overall, you know what I'm saying, at the quarterback position. So I'm kind of happy we ain't going to the portal and spend buku bucks to get no, like, good quarterback one, and then we're dealing with the same problems all over again. I would be pretty upset. I'd rather rock out with these boys and know, okay, we got some young guys coming up, or we at least, you know, if Tramell ends up doing good, I know we got him for 2 more years or 1 more year, you know what I'm saying? Or we got a freshman that can possibly be brewed up and be something next year. At least it's some sort of hope versus, oh, God, we just wasted $3 million or $2 million, and now we got to go do it again in the portal because Tramell Jones left and everybody else left because we just super paid a guy.
Yeah, that's my take is more so on this. Like, you got Alex Golich that just left USF. He goes to Auburn. He brings the quarterback that's familiar with his system. You know what they did spring? They named the quarterback one, regardless of the money, right? Like, for sure, you bring a quarterback from Georgia Tech that, of course, the portal costs more money, so you're paying him more. So the expectations is for him to start. I don't care about the amount, but the expectation is you got a guy coming from Georgia Tech that knows this quarterback. It's the same as that year one coach. It's like identical situation. And then, like at Auburn, there's a gap.
Identical though is obviously the talent gap between those two quarterbacks. And like, bro was a certified quarterback one. I mean, he won some big games last year. Hell, he came in and beat us. Right, yeah, that's why
I'm criticizing our strategy with going to get whoever's competing with Tramell. Like, we went and got a guy who we're kind of expecting to come in and be QB1. That's what you're going in the portal for. And he's not really QB1 like that, right? Especially with knowing the system.
But I mean, if you honestly look at I think if you honestly look at our portal grabs, besides maybe, I don't even think, like, retaining guys, like, I don't think we ever went out and went crazy on the money as far as just like getting that big name to feel satisfied.
We got Singleton.
I think
Singleton was a big name.
Singleton, I guess, was probably our biggest guy as far as like big name, and like, which I didn't really think we needed because we got a lot of receivers. But we
Emmanuel was a big name.
But was it like big name, big money, or just
big money? It was big money.
Yeah, it's a couple commas in there.
He was big money, but he's not like proven, I think, at this high level. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know money's being thrown around. It's the University of Florida for sure.
When you're 6'6",
like
280, and you hit the
guy, we don't got to worry about that position money. I think we spent most of that money in retention more than grabbing guys off the street. And I think this coaching staff is probably trying to more find their character guys and their culture guys for the right price instead of just bag searching like the rest of these coaches. Like, oh, LSU and Texas Tech and all these other schools are going after this guy. We got to get him too. Like, it's not true. We can go get a dude like Micah Mays and pay him mid-money, and he can still create explosive plays for us. This is still football. Let's not get too intact with the numbers and how everybody's all buku NIL now. I think that's like, it's like when stars were created. Once dudes started getting the 5-star label, 4-star label, you just forgot how to evaluate a good athlete. You just started going off of stars. and like you'll miss out on certain guys that are gems, that are 3 stars at a small city and stuff like that. Not really a camp guy, can't afford to go to camp, so he goes under the radar, but then he's a stud once he gets on the field. Like, I think this coaching staff is actually trying to evaluate talent and not trying to look at stars and dollar signs.
Yeah.
Were you guys saying that Byron Brown was a good pickup for Auburn?
I mean, I think it's good for their system. You know what you got in the quarterback you had, and he knows the system, and you don't got to have that worry like we have right now of having to find a QB1. You know this was your QB1 last year, and he's at a different level now, but let's see what he does. It's better than going to get I don't know who last year, but maybe you could have poached on them guys from Oregon. They had the money to do it, but shoot.
My guy throws like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Nah, he's not that good to me either.
He's not that good. No. I think he's resting on a lot of laurels from 2 seasons ago where he did pretty well. Last season, obviously, not great season for him there. But, we don't know what's happened in the offseason here. There's been an opportunity for somebody to go out and continue to practice with these guys, learn the playbook, and we've got practice that starts in – probably prognosticate somewhere 4 or 5 weeks from now, end of July, right, Nick? Kind of end of July is when we kick off.
Yeah. So media days is
The 22nd.
Sumrall goes to 22nd. Right now, the players just got back. Summer just started. The coaches are on vacation till like the 20th. So it's PLP.
20th?
Yeah, till July 20th. It's the recruiting dead period, right? During that whole time is the recruiting dead period. So it's PLPs and strength staff. Jordan knows that life. What's the player-led practice look like?
So basically we kind of just do our like indies. Everybody breaks off, do their little individual drills for a little bit, and then we'll do 7-on line, go do their thing for a little bit, and then team period is just no ball as well. So we'll do like a similar team period and run our 2-minute drill stuff and get up out of it. That's at least what we used to do.
Who like blows the whistle and stuff?
Strength coaches. Well, they weren't supposed to be there, but
Now they can. Now they can.
Yeah, now they can.
Yeah, but they used to be there and like we could have a
Whoa.
Coach Kent was out there blowing a whistle?
Right.
Mark it today, June 29th. Jordan turned fed.
But yeah, it used to be smooth. I think we really used to use that time to kind of like bond, right? I think we had our scheduled time. Yeah, you used to have your scheduled time to where you had to work out. And then after, we'll do like just fun stuff and like working out after, dudes getting extra work out there in the indoor and stuff like that. So I think it's a good time for them boys to all bond and get together with no coaches around. Because I think players act different when it's just obviously players and then players and coaches. Like you got somebody who is trying to impress a coach, trying to move up on the depth chart. So he's acting a little bit different than he'll be acting if it's just the boys getting together and we all just trying to get better. I think sometimes that draw you closer to your teammates and realize that it ain't all competition and we hate each other every last second, especially within the position room.
I'm going to go check it out. God dang, this staff works early. 7:30 Wednesday. I'm going to go check it out. Report back Monday.
Okay.
Well, boys, I think that kind of wraps it up for the day. So let's give a quick final shout out to our friends over at Alumni Hall. Go visit alumnihall.com or go visit them in Gainesville right off of Archer Road. Largest selection of Florida Gators apparel in all of the city of Gainesville. You can go visit them again at alumnihall.com or go visit them in Gainesville on Archer Road. So again, a fantastic episode, boys. We appreciate everybody for watching, liking, commenting, participating today. This show is made better when you guys participate. So thank you guys for doing that. We've got a bunch of fun interviews kind of lined up over the next couple of weeks as we lead in. And so each week now for, the next month or so, we're going to break down a couple position groups. Feel free to reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram with any questions that you might have. And other than that, we will see you guys same corner, same time next week.